Warning, this podcast discusses conspiracy theories and critiques the pharmaceutical industry. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult professionals before making health decisions. We also invest in cryptocurrency, which you have to be an absolute fucking retard to buy in. Make sure you're consulting a financial expert for more information on this.
Welcome to the Higher Value Show. Cashman and Randall Brad, let's go. Let's smoke some weed,
fuck a ghost.
learn some things. Deep Prince and Intellect State are on wing. We're here to open up your mind, and cue the truth that you will find. So light it up and join the crew. We're here for you. Real plain Bill, real thorny, Kathy told you.
Oh, it's all here.
Maybe I'm here finally. Maybe I just haven't been here. All of us.
Good evening. I've got Cashman and Rando Brad with me here tonight, and Investigator will be joining us shortly. We have an action-packed show for you tonight. We're going to talk about Epstein and Obama and treason and all the things. Bill Gates is in Washington stealing for money, and we're gonna cover it all tonight. How are you guys doing?
Sack of shit. Bill Gates. Man. We gonna start this whole conversation off with him. Speaking of Bill Gates, did you guys hear in Florida, I believe like parts of California, Texas, I don't know, there's some like maggots that are coming across the border, these flesh-eating maggots, and Bill Gates and his buddies, they decided, let's drop some flies on their ass. And apparently these flies, they'll go in, they do the gross thing where they like lay their larvae inside of them, and then they start eating away at the little fucking maggots and then kill them off. But like, I immediately had a concern. So like, what about old people?
What are they going to do to us?
What are they going to do to old people? Like, we have good immune system. My immune system should be able to fight off any sort of flies.
If you have a fly that's hatched, put larva that's going to eat your insides, it doesn't matter what your immune system is.
Well,
good point.
I mean, touche. But I don't know if we want to find some sort of Google report, but I was reading that on the Facebook. So like, look, no fact checkers actually went in there and checked it. So like, it had to be true. Okay. That's all I'm saying here. But honestly though, like, that's not even close to the crazy shit that's going on. I think half the country just narrowly escaped a fucking tornado or some sort of crazy weather again. They're blaming this one on the corn sweats in America, but I think HARP's acting up again and they're coming for our land. But that's me. That's my opinion.
Why not? They've done it in the past. Easy land grabs, man.
Well, you know, Hawaii, North Carolina, California now. And, you know, it happens to them until it happens to you. I think some philosopher said some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Isn't that true for everything, though, right?
Mm-hmm. They took the Native Americans' land, and you know, 100 years later, we went to war against Germany for genocide. Can you believe that shit? Like, I'm still trying to fucking rack my head with that. Like, how are we gonna kill off a whole culture and then be like 100 years later, hey, you can't do that? All right, I digress. What are we talking about tonight? We got
Seth. Bill Gates is currently, since we're already on him, he is lobbying Congress because, you know, they cut the funding to USAID, and that was his pipeline.
Sure.
And he currently is lobbying Congress because he wants them to give him 1% of the budget for third world countries, so he can vaccinate all the babies over there and kill everybody.
How much is that?
1% of the $1 trillion budget?
Is it $1 trillion?
I don't know what it is. I'm guessing.
That's what I'm curious.
It's usually a trillion.
Can we figure out how much the 2025 fiscal budget? What's he asking for here? Like $500,000?
$5.3 trillion is the fiscal budget.
So 1% of that is more than I'll ever see in my life.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy, he just doesn't quit.
Well, 10% would be 535 million, so $53.5 million,
All right, so like,
$60
let
million.
me. I want to ask something. Has measles been eradicated since Bill Gates went over there to start vaccinating everybody?
No,
No,
What about smallpox?
no,
I mean, we're
No.
dealing with measles here again, though. So
Right.
right.
And he's been helping with the vaccine, so is Fauci. Still hasn't really stopped it, right?
Shingles,
Mhm.
no.
Nope. Um,
In fact, I know people that got the shingles vaccination and got shingles after getting the vaccination.
Yeah.
Literally triggered shingles in them.
and when it comes to like the HIV thing, like, good God, I wish I could say like, what about
Well,
the
he
vaccine for those?
manufactured
But
that too.
we got all those prep stuff, the preparatory antiviral, and like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bill Gates is he was the gain of function on AIDS as well as the Rona.
I mean, there's some good cases that have come out of those stories, where people are HIV or AIDS free, whatever. I don't fucking know. They're in remission fully. It looks great. But then there's like some fucking shit cases where people have heart attack, they have liver failure. What? I don't know. Take
you
your risk.
think you think he's involved in those contraceptives being destroyed too?
Why wouldn't he be?
The $10 million that was supposed to go to people with
Anything that's
AIDS and
gonna
Africa.
kill people because he thinks the world's overpopulated.
Mm-hmm. Well, so it's touchy for me because here I am in North Wisconsin, right? I found out literally 150 years ago, the government's giving out land, 160 acres. All you got to do is farm that shit for 10 years and you get it. You get that
Mhm.
land. And I'm not saying that they don't have a right to the land if they farmed it, but all I'm saying is that's a lot of land. And if I was a rich person trying to build a bullet train system and have AI robots, I'd be out here slaying some fucking people too. Just like, get off my land. I'm taking that shit from you. And that's not the right way to say things. But also bear in mind, what, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, I'm the same guy saying if they made $1 million per year, we should just take them out. So
Right.
And then there's the whole appeal thing. Did you see my meme? My Bill Gates meme
Mm-mm.
about you know about appeal, right?
I
The
do.
coating that goes on organic food that
Mhm.
let's see
Oh, right.
I did not
uh
see the meme.
it's processed with two solvents which are hazardous chemicals known to
Of course.
damage internal organs. In the cases of repeated exposure, appeal cannot be washed off of the produce.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Yeah,
soak it
those are
off.
nasty ones.
And
Can
it's a
you wax it off?
wax on, wax off.
I'm stupid.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Here, let me find my. I was on a roll the other day with the memes.
I have
Oh,
seen people where I've seen those videos where people put an apple in warm water and then they pull the apple off, and after the water cools down, there's a layer of waxy substance on top. Maybe that's one way. But
Can you
I feel
drink
like
that?
I feel like that stuff is probably soaked into the apples
here you
already.
go. Here's my meme.
Nice.
And then, like I said, I was on a Bill Gates roll the other day. Then there's this one.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's legit. That's legit.
Yeah, I was on
Well,
I was
we're
on a
all
roll
about to
the
be
other.
sick.
Yeah. He's coming for us.
Just
Every
avoid
fucking time we
anything that
talk about
has
Bill Gates on this motherfucker.
anything that has the appeal sticker on it. Buy local as much as possible and avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
I just don't eat
Um,
fruits or vegetables.
What?
I'm kidding.
honestly, so I started this whole thing like 1997, 1998, where I stopped eating any fruits and vegetables at restaurants. That was where it started. And then like even at home, most of the stuff that like my mom was getting we were poor as fuck. So you know what I mean? Like she going to the food pantry and nobody really giving fresh produce at the food pantry. You know what I mean? So that
Man,
was
I ate so many spam sandwiches growing
right.
up on white bread, on Wonder Bread, spam.
But it's not until like just recently that I've even thought about, you know, dabbling back in fruits or vegetables. But that's because I'm growing, you know, like my wife, she's got her broccoli going. We got some peppers. Um, you know, like I don't know. There's just the stuff that we're growing. It is small stuff, just trying it out. But I'm excited to actually try that because it's not sprayed with all these pesticides. It's not grown with Bill Gates seeds. It's not grown on fucking government land where we have no idea what's going in this stuff. And
Hmm.
you know, I've looked back at my life and I have seen lettuce be recalled like every fucking year. Just every year, lettuce being recalled because that
Yeah,
shit got E. coli. There's some stuff
Listeria.
fucked up with listeria. So don't even get me started. Like, I am not trying to have that in my body, nor am I trying to have the stuff that they're trying to sell me at Taco Bell in my soft taco that they're considering lettuce that sat out for 3 days and has turned brown. No,
And
thank you.
has that what is it that the lettuce gets? Um, is it salmonella? What is it that
Maybe.
wasn't
You
it
can,
Taco Bell that made a bunch of people sick with salmonella in the lettuce, or the was it the green onions? I think it was the
Oh,
green
it might
onions
have been the green onions.
that made everybody sick.
Green
But
But
eggs
yeah,
and ham.
yeah,
there is nothing of value at
see,
Taco Bell. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you,
Okay,
nothing
you leave
nutritionally
fucking Taco Bell the fuck alone,
nutritionally
okay? Like,
I get
value.
I
I
got
get
a
the beef and cheese,
love-hate
Gross.
man.
relationship with that goddamn establishment, and you know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I'll get
several
a
links or several cases of E. coli outbreaks due to Taco Bell lettuce.
Yeah, see?
mm-hmm.
2006, 2013, 2018.
So don't eat your fruits and vegetables, kids. Not if they're coming from the grocery store. Don't do it.
Not if they're coming from Taco Bell.
That's for damn
Definitely
sure.
not Taco Bell.
But
So
no, I don't.
did you guys see the this is I'm segueing. Did you see the Hunter Biden interview?
Wasn't that wild?
Oh my God.
No.
Oh, I only watched part of it. I took several days off of social media. I went to Minnesota to visit
Do,
my family, so
do
Mm,
you want to
I
see
didn't
it,
look at
Brad?
it.
I think you should watch it.
I need to
I
get
think we
caught
should
up.
there's
'Cause-
a hold on where it was oh here's a clip. This is a 36-second clip of
There you go.
Hunter's.
Ranting.
Yeah, and then I have to show you what Donaldo did to it
mm.
because it's freaking hilarious.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Here we go.
I guess be like all these Democrats say, you have to talk about and realize that people are really upset about illegal immigration. Fuck you. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your fucking table? Who do you think washes your dishes? Who do you think does your fucking garden? Who do you think is here by the fucking sheer fucking
So,
just
how much
grit
cocaine was
and will that
consumed
they
before
figured out
this,
a
or
way to get
crack,
here because they thought that they could give
or both?
themselves and their family a
From the
better
looks of
chance.
it, a good
And
amount.
he's
Yeah,
somehow
he's totally
convinced all of
blotto.
us that these people are the fucking criminals. For someone to be like all these Democrats say.
Fucking
So
idiot.
that is the most racist rant I think I've ever seen. Who do you think? I mean, like seriously, that is the most racist rant I've ever seen. I don't
I
have
mean,
anybody that washes my dishes or mows my grass or puts
I was
my
just gonna
food on
say,
the
like,
table.
Neither
Nobody,
do
dude,
I.
me.
you mean to tell me I could have got a Mexican to recaulk my fucking shower?
Well,
I
I mean, you
spent
could
4
have.
hours doing that for nothing. Like,
his big concern is that he won't have anybody to deliver his blow. I mean, that's the real concern. That's
Or,
that
his
or
his
cater to him when he
I mean,
takes
that's a
hotel room,
serious
so he gives
problem.
$1.
I mean,
So
mhm.
here's the one that Donald, freaking hilarious. I think I blew wine out of my nose when I watched this the first time.
First of all, I didn't know it was Parmesan cheese. All right, I genuinely thought it was Coke. But then one of the strippers grabbed a slice of leftover pizza and asked me where the Parmesan cheese was. So I had to tell them I kind of snorted all the Parmesan cheese the night before, and the bitches couldn't stop laughing. Every time I asked for a line, they would pass the friggin' Parmesan cheese and laugh at me. They even started calling me Bidenoni. Okay, first of all,
Bidenoni.
I didn't know it was Parmesan cheese.
Bidenoni.
Damn.
They started
Bro, is
calling
that
me
AI?
Bidenoni.
All of
I
it.
guess.
Hey,
Because it's
they
really
call
good.
him
But he actually did a thing about how in that
Chef
interview
Bidenoni in
about
the kitchen
crack,
cooking up.
there was a whole part of it where he explained why crack is not how it's actually pure, and everyone thinks that crack is dirty, but it's not dirty because you cook it and
Right.
get the impurities out. Like he did a
He did,
whole thing in his interview about how crack is a good thing.
he
Honestly,
did a
that
lot of
checks out.
things. I
Um,
mean,
Cashman can probably attest to this being in Ohio. The more north you go, as a matter of fact, the cocaine does get stomped down. That's what the drug dealers call it, not me. It gets stomped,
I
whatever.
didn't have those
So
problems,
they'll
but
cut it. They'll put vitamin B. They'll normally put laxatives in that shit, and sometimes fentanyl. That shit'll kill
I
you.
know.
So
Yeah.
don't be doing that. But they used to mix all sorts of stuff in it. You never know what you're gonna get, especially the more north you got. So like when I was in Texas and San Antonio in the army initially,
that was
it
the
was
good shit.
it was bang bang. By the time I got to
Bang,
Colorado
bang.
Springs, right, it was very white, very mundane, gave me the shits, clearly full of laxatives. So
Anestetol.
what people would do, not me, I never did it. They would definitely heat that some bitch up with a little bit of the old baking soda and wham bam, thank you, whoever. They were getting a speed rush for 20 minutes that I could never seem to achieve and said I was just shitting myself. So that's cocaine.
So yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did a whole. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
He went off about quite a few
Oh,
different
it was.
things. He
Oh,
shouldn't have.
he even alluded to that he's going that he's going to run for president. So the White House would
Hunter for
Well,
president.
he didn't
yeah
directly say that.
Fuck it at this
he
point.
kind of
Let's let him.
alluded to it.
He touched on a little bit. I want if we could find that clip.
Hey, but he touched on a lot of it, but
He did.
that's irregardless of the situation. I'm about tired of these nepotism politicians, man. Like, while y'all are looking for that, I don't
Did I see
understand what's
something
going
the
on.
other day that Trump was running again in 2028.
Probably.
I mean, they
wouldn't
came
put it
out with
past
a
them.
bunch of Trump 2028 merchandise.
So,
But I thought you could only be president twice.
But his
Well-
son could.
well, technically, the election was stolen from him on the last campaign, and he was the president, before, and Joe was just illegally replaced him. So, like, technically, Trump already did 2 terms. Technically, that's their story, not mine. So here we are. But one of the presidents, one of the fucking assholes, during a wartime, he petitioned for a third one. Who the fuck was that? Was that Eisenhower? No, it wasn't Eisenhower, was it?
Oh, I don't remember.
The fuck? I have to Google this one. Should have said Crockett. Here we go.
Oh, here's the one about the crack.
It was Roosevelt.
Crack is whack.
Roosevelt.
And he is so
asshole.
geeked. Like when he says it, he is like he's so geeked in this part of the video.
He's excited. He's talking about his favorite thing.
The White House will literally look like a frat house if he.
Oh, the only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat. Literally,
That's it?
That's it.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free.
Science store.
You can go to
What is a science?
your
Wait.
neighborhood convenience store.
Neighborhood
Anyway, I don't want to
convenience
tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar of cocaine and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
A mayonnaise jar.
Vastly different. And
You need a
for real,
mason jar
I
if you
feel
really
reluctant to kind of have some euphoric
trust me,
discussion. I
mason
know you're
jar.
not asking me to do that, but have some euphoric discussion about crack cocaine.
I think this might be kind of the opposite here.
Okay, no, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is. Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer
I'm on it
than
right now.
alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as
Safer
being
than
dirty. It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it combines with the sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable. That's all. You know, all of these actors and
That's
you
all.
know people
That's
in
all,
the
folks.
past that talked about they had a problem with cocaine.
I promise
and
you, the way he's
freebasing.
cracking
They were
crack
smoking
up
crack.
to be,
So straw
it's
on the
really,
stove is
it's
the same
not.
thing.
Not
that
exactly, but close to it. But it's a little bit different. But anyway, my point about it, your point about it, which I think is true, is that there's a thing about crack that is really insidious. And what it is that anytime, I think one of the reasons that they believe that smoking cigarettes is so addictive is because it combines
Get this
three
fucking
really
retard
important
off the
things.
screen.
It's habit forming, there's an oral
Yeah, I don't want to listen to him for another.
God
And who
damn.
is this guy interviewing him? Because he's a freaking clown. The whole
I
interview.
thought it was Donald Trump Jr. at first. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that dude in
No, I
his
recognize him
pants
from
and his
somewhere.
ball cap with
Is
his
he a
Gucci
comedian?
jacket on and his tennis shoes. Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know. He's a clown.
Doesn't look like a good comedian, but
Seemed like a joke.
so I like how Hunter sounds almost exactly like his dad, but not
I
retarded.
heard that. I was thinking that when he did
Mhm.
Yeah.
that thing. Yeah, just like his dad.
Just Jesus Christ. But no, I can't have that for president.
No.
No.
And I don't mean that as like a anti-democratic or anti-liber. I don't fucking know.
It's anti anything.
Anti-nepotism. Like they just need to get out of there. Just Hunter needs to go to some island. Sure. I
He's
mean,
already been there. He's already been to an island. We're just not going to say yet which one.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, that we could segue right into the.
But if Chelsea Clinton runs for president, also, somebody, please.
She got $86 million from USAID and used some of it to pay for her wedding.
Yeah. Come to find out, y'all know Bill Clinton was getting his dick sucked, and as a distraction piece, he bombed the fuck out of Iraq and basically ruined the chance of them participating in any UN sanctions moving forward. And basically the fallout from that was later on we ended up going to war with Iraq. But whatever.
He did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I mean,
he said it.
Honestly, we can get into that story on another episode, but
I can't believe that she didn't kill him after that.
He also bombed Sudan.
Wife?
Oh, he never fucked it. Maybe he did have sex with his wife. Let me back up. Maybe in the 70s. Maybe in the 80s when crack cocaine was real prevalent.
Did you see that stuff?
That would be seriously taking one for the team. Oof.
Honestly. But I think part of the deal, he got to get his dick sucked while being the president, and his wife wasn't even mad. Like, we didn't hear one peep out of her, like, talking about, I want a divorce. What the hell? I had no idea. Nothing. What?
Yo, this is why. Let me show this.
Just bomb Sudan. Fuck them.
Let me share this with you here. I think the reason is because she was fucking high.
Cold chai.
Senator Warren. Did you talk about vice presidential possibilities with Senator Warren?
You guys have got to try the cold chai.
I've had it.
It is delicious, isn't it?
I'm just gonna play that again.
God, she's so fucking ugly.
Did you talk about vice presidential possibilities with Senator Warren?
You guys have got to try.
Ain't no wonder he fucking
It is delicious, isn't it?
Can you imagine that? God damn.
And how high she was there, man. And then there's this footage. This footage that was released too.
Well, she's wearing handcuffs in that one.
Mm.
In this one?
Yeah. Look, her hands are behind her back. See him?
Oh no, they pulled it forward.
Whoa.
It
But
went
either way,
to
what
the
the hell?
side. Yeah, she was.
Oh, she
I've
was out of
watched
it.
this
She was
clip.
fucked
I've
up
watched
there.
this clip a million times, and I really think she's handcuffed.
Maybe.
She is.
She's
She's
one
tripping.
more up here. Well, yeah, she was high as a kite on something. So it's probably good
Like,
that.
Didn't they just say something about her being on tranquilizers or something? Didn't that just come out today?
but like,
I
So
know
for
I
what?
saw something about it.
here, I'll share it here. It's one of the trending topics on X, but I'll just show the Grok summary.
What?
So newly declassified documents released by director Tulsi revealed that Russian government had obtained significant information regarding Hillary Clinton's health and emotional stability during the 2016 presidential campaign. Documents suggest Clinton had intensified psycho-emotional problems and was on heavy tranquilizers, information that Russia chose not to disclose during the election period. Intelligence report also challenges previous assessments that Russia preferred Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton, indicating no clear Russian preference for Trump. Now, I think that's probably going to go into some more of our conversation tonight about the Obamas
Oh
Sure.
Lord.
and Seth.
Seth
But
Rich. Yeah, I think that. Did you read my article?
I did.
Don't
Yeah, I
ask
read.
me. I haven't read nothing.
I
I
think
read
I
that
might
one.
be onto something there. I think that could be the key to, because okay, I was in a Tim Pool conversation. This is how it started. Tim Pool asked Grok, did the Obama administration conspire to undermine Trump? Okay. And Grok responded that the case couldn't be made unless, how did it go? Let me find it. And he said, yes, recently declassified DNI documents reveal evidence that Obama officials manufactured a Russian interference narrative, blah, blah, blah. And then they asked him, could this be classified as seditious conspiracy? And he said, no, manufacturing a false narrative, even undermining a presidency, does not qualify as seditious conspiracy under 18 USC number 2384, which requires use of force. Okay. So then I asked Grok if it was proved that Grok, if they murdered Seth Rich to cover up their deception, would that be considered use of force? And Grok replied, yes, that would be considered the use of force. He said, yes, hypothetically, murder qualifies as use of force if proven part of a conspiracy to oppose U.S. government authority by force, undermining a presidency. It could meet seditious conspiracy criteria under 18 U.S.C. 2384. So, I wrote about Seth Rich in February because, they said it was robbery gone wrong. Except nothing was stolen. He had his watch, he had his cell phone, he had all
Right,
of his
right.
stuff. They just murdered him on the street for
Now,
no reason.
I asked Grok about that particular part, and he did make a mention. A number of people have been murdered and robberies gone wrong. Some of the things that do seem interesting is the Mueller report found that he was not involved in the leaks. The Mueller report was during the Trump presidency, appointed by Trump people, or people appointed by Trump to finish out the Mueller report in 2018. Seth had bruises on his palms, his wrists, his elbows, knees, and his face, which would indicate that he was pushed to the ground and held to the ground while he was shot in the back. The bullet points,
Police
the
crazy.
bullets, the exit wounds indicated that he was shot on the ground, face first. He was probably being held down by somebody's foot in his back while he was shot. But if they were trying to take him out, why would they let him be alive for an hour and a half afterwards?
They were trying to find out what he gave to WikiLeaks, because that's
Maybe.
where all the emails came from. He gave them everything,
Well,
and
WikiLeaks
Julian.
denied. Julian
No,
Assange
he
just
came
brought his
out
name
and
up.
almost admitted that that's where they came from, was Seth Rich.
WikiLeaks denied it.
Who's
At a later point in
Julian
time,
Assange did not, however.
Julian Assange just said he doesn't release the names of people who give information. However,
What?
WikiLeaks didn't receive those files until 4 days after he had died. So unless there was a dead man switch of some kind in his
Which would
computer
make
where he had to
sense.
check in every day, maybe he had a dead man thing on his computer where if he didn't check in every single day on his computer, the files would be sent to WikiLeaks.
And if
But
he was doing this, then it would make sense that he would need to take precautions because he had to know that what he was doing was going to get him killed.
the
Bro.
metadata on the files shows that the dates of the files were altered and that the timestamps of the files were changed in the time zone to make it look like it was Washington, D.C. So it's really questionable there as to whether Democrats shot him or he did something wrong with the Russians, because it was proven in the Mueller reports, and 12 people were arrested, Russian spies, that they were the ones that sent the information.
Yeah,
So
but
did he piss off the
Mueller
Russians and the
was
Russians shot him
also
with that?
proven to be not so trustworthy.
True, but those reports were fact checked by many other government organizations at the time.
That were all crooked at the time.
I trust
there
them.
was.
It was the Obama administration.
They were appointed by Trump.
All right, hang on. Let me pause all this for just 1 second. We're talking about kill switches on computers to release files that are, have this government conspiracy all entangled in all these webs. Hunter Biden doing crack and trying to run for president, and
it's an upside down world right now.
Do I just
Right.
have really low ambitions in life because all I want to do is grow fucking flowers, smoke fucking weed, and watch butterflies? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but we're not in high-paid government positions where we get tons and tons of money to alter.
You know what I mean? Let me end my day right with we talked about off stage, get a sandwich and a blowjob. You know what I mean? I'm happy at the end of the day if I get to rub one out. You know what I mean? These are just my personal goals. You know, maybe I play a little bit of Xbox for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Maybe I have a couple sandwich. This is all I want to do. What are the? Who's doing a kill switch in case I die? The fuck? Who has this time? I digress.
I don't know. I mean, his colleagues and friends and family all speculated that he didn't have the technical abilities to set something like that up. But if somebody had said it for him,
but if he was dealing with
A
Julian
blowjob and a
Assange, he
sandwich
would.
sounds really good right now.
You know what I mean? I think the ticket to this, while we double back on this, is having the Mexicans do all your work for you, like Hunter
And
was
then
talking
you
about.
have time to do whatever
Then
you
you have
want.
time to do all this intermingling government bullshit, pretend that you're better than other people, try to figure out how to steal their land and run for president and smoke crack all day.
If we put Hunter in the White House, maybe we'll all get a gardener and a chef and what else did he
we'll
say?
probably
We
just
need
get
somebody to
fucking-
do
we all get our own
work.
private. I'm not going to say it.
Let me get a Tesla. Let me get a Tesla. You know what I mean? I don't need no real person slave. We've talked about this. Let me get a robot slave. The ethics look better, right?
You want an Optimus.
The overall moral situation looks better. The moral high ground looks better when you have robots.
Cannabis Growers
my
Coalition.
And
what's up, fam?
we'll take the time to shout them out now. My goodness, Grower Coalition in the chat here. If you want
Also
some good
accept
stuff
my
sent
friend
right to you.
request.
Oh yeah, make sure you hit up T Prince. She's been trying to get your friend request for a while, but make sure you're hitting up the Grower Coalition. They got some of the finest stuff on X. Everybody's talking about the THCA or the whatever. Blah, blah. Just get the real stuff from the fucking homies at Growers Coalition. They always got new stuff in stock. They're always trying to create some new stuff. We got the RSO syringes. I still haven't even finished all mine. That stuff's still insane. I still got a full one here.
Dart, bro.
I mean, I've done 3 of them. It's been 6 months. These things cook me. But I do some mushies sometimes. So my brain don't always right, and that's on me. But we're always having a good time. And for a great time, make sure you're hitting up the Grower Coalition. They got all the green stuff that you need to just be sitting there chilling like I am right now. And not like these politicians who are trying to steal our land. These motherfuckers. Just bringing it back to that.
Bill Gates buying up all the water. All the land with the water. Did you see that?
I did, but I'm also seeing all the cloud seeding that they're doing right now. We have flood warnings all over Wisconsin. I'm telling you, they're coming for all our land here. They want these fuckers
Did
out.
they ever find them kids from Texas?
Like,
Not all of them.
there's like,
None of them know.
I don't know, man. I got it. We know where they are.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
They're all immigrant kids. Nobody cares, right?
Oh no.
No.
That was the elite Democrat summer camp that got flooded, and has been for 100 years. Did you
I
not?
thought it was a
Months.
religious summer camp.
No, it was. Hang on, let me find it.
So, what, man?
Either way, poor planning. I mean, they built a summer camp in an obvious flood zone.
Mm-hmm. Who would
Not
do
that
that?
they ever expected
To flood
river
again?
to rise 20 feet in an hour, but
Well, you know, cloud seeding.
I'm sure that was no coincidence.
What are you gonna do? There's a Christian camp here. I want it to build a laboratory for rockets to fuel the next war that goes on between Ukraine and whoever the fuck we decide to pin them against, or whatever the fuck. We got to make money somehow, and
Sure.
God bless Northam Gunrup. I can't pronounce their fucking name. Whatever, Grumman, whatever. Fuck them. Them and Lockheed Martin. I got a buddy who works for Lockheed now. He used to work for fucking SpaceX. He got fired from SpaceX. Good friend of mine. But he works for Lockheed now. He makes fucking heat-seeking missiles, dude. This shit is sweet. I don't understand how he does it. This motherfucker, he went to school to be a helicopter fucking repairman or whatever after the army, and now he's fucking. I didn't know missiles was in the fucking the books that you could do. You could actually make missiles. He gets a great paycheck, living a good life. Again, got fired from SpaceX, but good friend.
I want to make missiles.
That sounds fun.
I'll have to find it.
That does sound
Honestly,
fun.
like he tells me it's a very competitive atmosphere in the jobs, but like reverse competitive, because nobody wants to do too much to set the standard that, like, hey, it takes a long time to build these rockets with precision, and we got to collect a bunch of fucking government money and sit on our ass for 6 hours in between putting something together. And whoa, hold up, new kid.
Yeah, here,
I don't know.
Camp Mystic is a private Christian summer camp for girls established in 1926.
Yeah, the flooding has been attended by Daughters of Texas political elite for 100 years.
We got to
For
keep
the
tabs on this
I mean,
property,
that makes
though.
sense.
Got to keep tabs on all that shit, because like I want to come back in a year and see if that camp is still owned by that same place, or if somebody came in and just
Snatched it up.
just did a California on them. I'm still shocked that apparently all those people are like losing their land there. Totally shocked. Just can't believe it.
losing their land where?
In California.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
I
I don't.
mean, you
I
knew
think
they
we
were
touched
going
on
to.
it.
The whole thing was meant to be a land grab because they're going to build the smart city.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, like from things I've seen and heard compiling, like they gave residents, like a 2-week notice to get the paperwork filled for the permits to be filed, to have everything cleaned up after all the fires went through. And if they didn't have things cleaned up within 30 days, then they had to start paying immediate fines. And of course, through the fines, while people don't have any place to go or any place to get money or work or what, they're supposed to pay these fines or else they're going to lose their land. And what do you know? Now they ended up losing their land because they don't have a place to go or any fucking place that wants to, continue to allow them to work or make money. And the government just wants to fuck them. So this is great, man. I'm all for this right now. Seems like the same thing they did in, Hawaii. But in great news, you guys see Mark Zuckerberg is expanding his Hawaiian compound.
Oh well, that's
Good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's
Yeah.
getting a
Doing it.
couple, like 140 more acres, just no big deal.
Next door to Oprah, right?
Well, I mean, at this point, I think they're the only two who inhabit the
They
fucking.
own land in Hawaii. That's it. It's just Zuck and Oprah. They own everything.
Honestly, like we laugh about that, but like that's an extension of the Native American, genocide that's just continued to happen throughout this country. Just there these
Well,
Hawaiians
wasn't
are,
it
and we're
the
just
flooding in where the lithium is? Was that
good on
West
North
Virginia
Carolina.
or North Carolina? North
Mhm.
Carolina. Yeah, those people didn't get to
Well,
keep their stuff either, did they? And they're doing land grabs there as well.
and I mean, if it's not land grabs, and I don't want to shit on fucking Ohio, but pardon me, buddy. Um, if it's not that, they're basically derailing trains on purpose, in my
Whatever happened
opinion.
in
And
East Palestine?
yeah, like they're just spilling
Mhm.
fucking toxic water in that shit and just using it as a fucking waste dump. Just good old corporate America, just fucking it up for everybody. That's not even a conspiracy, we're just over here spitting facts right now. Like, god damn, what the fuck are they doing? Just,
For real though.
like, honestly, it's sad. I've been trying to really think about where we're heading with the AI stuff, with the automated robots, the Optimuses, the workforce in America, because I came from, like a fucking town where the whole industry revolved around automotive, right in Kalamazoo, Michigan, outside of, the other side of Detroit where the GM plant was. And GM sold out in the early 90s to go to Mexico so that they could have 40 cent, slave labor basically instead of paying Americans. And they just kicked them all out in the streets and said, go be drug addicts and fucking go sell meth, you piece of shit. And thanks to all the legislation that's happened with the war on drugs, we've spent over $2 trillion getting these fucking druggies off the street and turning, normal civilians, working class people into criminals. So like we're doing a great job over here. And at no point can I be convinced otherwise that the elite, the corporate America, the lobbyists are working in tandem with much of the government to basically just fuck us working class people out of all of our livelihoods in our land. So,
Did you
Why
see
not?
the robot go nuts? Did you see that video? The
mm,
Derek, the humanoid robot, Derek that went nuts and
no, but Derek sounds like a dick.
hang on here. I've got it.
I
First
did not see
impressions.
This
that. I gotta
this
see this.
dude,
First impression, he's a
like
dick.
the guy doesn't even want to walk up there because the robot's just going ape shit.
Nothing beats it.
Oh, good.
Trying to kick him.
Does he get a refund?
No, you sign a disclaimer, man. You kidding?
But like,
Like, wow.
did
I don't
That's
want that
crazy.
to happen when he's supposed to be doing dishes at my house.
he say something? Or is
Hey,
it this like,
You
ooh,
probably
I don't
posted
I don't
something
want
on
to be rude
Facebook.
because like, look, I love my wife. I'm desperately in trouble in my current situation, doing dumb shit. But like, is that robot just doing like wife shit? You know what I mean? Like he did something 3 years ago and then just like
I
fucking throws a
think he
tantrum
was
about it then.
actually a
What's going
fighting
on?
robot.
That makes sense. That wouldn't be the first fighting robot that's just gone crazy.
They breed these things to be fighters?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what type of unethical shit we got going on here?
Oh bro, it's a huge thing.
We got cockfighting and fucking robots? Because like I know obviously like we have what the fuck's that show on goddamn sci-fi? The fucking people doing the fucking RC cars and with the fucking sledgehammers on them, but like we got humanoid robots with AI integrated, fully thought capable.
Here's another one.
What?
Different robot, different scenario. So that's cool.
So again, I'm just over here trying to smoke weed, plant some flowers,
Eat a sandwich, get a blowjob.
Enjoy my wife. Enjoy my daughter.
What's
Have
up,
a
Mountain
fruitful
Fire? How we
fucking
doing?
life. And these dudes are over here making robots to fight each other because they ain't got nothing better to do.
I mean,
maybe I do need to reevaluate my life. Like, what the fuck?
it's the next level of battle bots, man.
The guy says the technical reason for the robot going nuts is because they ran a full body policy while the feet weren't touching the ground. And he says the technical reason is we ran a full body policy while the feet weren't touching the ground. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was his comment.
Okay.
That box flying up in the air. Oh my God. That was hilarious.
So they try and pull this back, trying to understand here. Because I had Rock'em Sock'em Robots as a kid. Right? And like we pushed the fucking buttons. You know what I mean? My brother, he was an asshole. He would just fuck me up every time using that little toggle thing to pull him back and forth. I don't know how he did it. Always got uppercutted. But they have these in real life? Like,
yes. Let's see. Fighting.
And like, how much is one of those for a hobby? Like, what type of net worth do we have to have for this? Because like, I
More than
really
we
need.
have.
Because this is where I'm curious. Like, am I just a low ambition person, or am I just financially insecure? Because I gotta figure this shit out.
There they are, your Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Yeah.
Dude, this is not real.
Not AI. I've seen some of these videos.
And they get back up. The crowd is not loving it. The crowd's forced to be there.
Very popular in Asian countries. The crowd is forced to be there, right?
You can see that in their face. They're like, yeah.
Chinese media.
Don't beat me, Emperor. Yeah. Hey, I want to touch on that real quick because we're talking about the immigration deportation. If they take away Asian women from us and all those massage parlors from American culture, look, we're going to have a full-fledged fucking revolt here. I know men who utilize those things way too much, and they are going to be seriously pissed off if we start kicking them out the country. We are not replacing them with robots. Don't even do that to me. I do.
Nah, they'll just order that thing off of Temu like my son did.
Hey, real talk.
That's what Elon wants, right?
It said it had 8 sucking modes, y'all.
Because look, if this thing lasts him like more than 3 weeks,
we're talking about that.
I'm gonna need the link because
it said vibrating and sucking modes.
Because I got one like 3-4 years ago, and like that thing just wouldn't recharge after one use, man. And like,
glad my son's not
probably for the best.
Oh, technology has gotten a lot better over the last few years, but
yeah, batteries they've definitely
my son
improved,
said,
so.
"Don't hate the player, hate the game." I said, "Why didn't you send it to your mom's then?"
Yeah,
come on
Please
now,
play it.
Exactly.
Come on now, cuz. That's what I got. I'm like, okay.
Oh God.
Hey,
So this guy named Kai Sanat, I guess he's a rapper. Kai Sanat.
I don't think he's a rapper. I would say he's a YouTuber.
Oh, he's a
He's
YouTuber.
a YouTuber, yeah.
He bought a $24,000 robot, and they get in a fight in his bathroom, and the robot started throwing gang signs at him.
That makes sense.
We got a video.
He's burned down his house, burnt down his studio for views. I mean, he's one of the YouTubers, and it's all shot content. I mean, really.
YouTubers. I don't know who he is.
He was associated with the Prime for a bit there, and then I think somebody fucking gave him the old "get the fuck out of here." I don't know who that was, but he was on WWE like twice, and it was the most miserable experience of my life as a wrestling fan. So I do know who he is. I'm happy to report he got like powerbombed through the fucking announce table a few times. Was a waste of time on camera, but he did get speared multiple times. So like he's somebody.
He's somebody. He's a somebody.
Definitely a somebody. which is better than me on most days. I got to be honest with myself. Again, I'm over here just trying to smoke weed, get a sandwich and a blowjob, not having fucking robot fights, not smoking crack, trying to become the president. I
Here,
don't know.
check this robot out.
Sweet.
Saying how those are real, right?
Yeah,
Their
I
knees
don't
work
want
better than
anything
mine.
in my house that can kill me. Thank you.
Like, how,
Chickens are scary enough when they get mad.
I talk too much shit. I'd end up talking shit to that motherfucker and piss it off. And then I'm
Wake
going to
up
be
in the middle of the
fucking
night.
boxing my goddamn
that
robot. Because
that
Wake up in
pie
the middle of
guy
the night.
was
punk
standing
ass
up.
bitch or something.
that
And
pie guy was telling his robot, "Back the fuck up, back the fuck up." Like, yeah, he got in a big fight with his
so
robot.
like, if
Oh,
that robot responds to me in any way, shape, or form, the way that Grok does sometimes, like I'm
shotgun.
gonna have to whoop that ass. And Grok think he knows what's up, but like he gonna know what up as soon as I fucking pull out that 12 gauge pump, and he gonna shit a fucking metal brick. It's gonna be a different fucking tune.
Nah, man, you saw iRobot, right? We all saw that movie. You grab that gun out of your hand before you have a chance to pull the trigger.
I swear to God, guys, we got to get them now. Like, if we don't get all these fucking things now, like it's gonna be over. And you know who the only
that
people who are
close.
resisting this? The people who make more than $1 million a year. So again, we got to get them too.
It's going to be a running theme for a while, just like
We'll get our land back.
like Bill Gates.
Right. And if anybody has the idea, like, oh, I have a great idea, I'm gonna make a shitload of money. What are we gonna do? We're gonna chop their fucking head off, because at some point it's not like they're not like better than us. They're not like more successful. They're just decided one day, you know what? I'm gonna be an absolute fucking asshole and fuck everybody over along the way. That's how you get rich.
For money. For money.
Yeah.
That's the
You do
American
it
dream.
for money.
Just because you can. Why? Because fuck them. That's why. Like,
that's the American dream, Brad.
This.
That's
Christmas is coming up, guys.
So we got like 7 minutes before the break. Do you want to talk about the clear the list giveaway? How we're gonna when we're gonna do it and how we're gonna do it?
Oh yeah.
Since we have just a few minutes before.
It's more of a Cash and a Brad thing.
Yeah.
I ain't really put a whole lot of thought into it. I haven't talked to Brad about like a monetary amount either. But it's looking like probably gonna do like a post, drop your list, let it run for a week. We'll go through and shop somebody's list or 2 lists or 3. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, maybe
we'll
we
see
do
what happens.
It really depends, because like,
yeah,
I'm thinking, I personally, because man, from what I've seen, a lot of these teachers from last time we did the clear the list, they're happy to receive, like if we did one winner, with like $50, like we were talking about, in the chat earlier, like that's cool. But I think it'd be more impactful if we did like 325 winners. Because from the stuff that I've seen, like when we do, just buy pencils, like so many of them were just so happy that they had something cleared from their list. So we want to do more than just pencils, but $25, three teachers, hopefully. I think that's a fair number. Keep it at that, and then if they have the Amazon lists, and hopefully we can just gift card them, great. Otherwise, we're gonna be doing a 10-minute piece of the show where we're going on there
shopping. We're shopping.
We're just gonna go shopping, which is fine.
Yeah.
That post I did for my BFFs, clear the list, got 8.1K views, and she did not get one
that's
item
part of
off
the problem.
the
Like
list.
I'd rather sprinkle into multiple, and hopefully our goodwill will spread to some other people's doing some goodwill, and a ripple effect, and maybe these fucking kids
because we
go to
cleared a
school,
lot of lists last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's
X was also paying us last year.
I was just gonna say, like, that was
X
a big,
ain't been
That's a
paying.
fact.
yeah,
That's a
like
fact.
we gave our whole X paycheck to them things, but like back then, that was like actually worth something. Like I was getting like $300 from this fucking app, and like instead now
I
I'm
was
getting
getting
fucked.
150.
I got demonetized, man. Like, and I ain't even been on this motherfucker. I said, what
Oh,
the
you
fuck?
actually got demonetized?
Yeah, I got caught up in one of the last fucking sweep like 3 weeks ago or whatever, and I'm like,
Aw. Cash just got
no,
his subscriptions.
yeah,
I got my subs, but
Yay!
I
Great.
ain't been paid since March.
they
But like, it still says I'm on track for payouts and everything. I'm like,
they gave me my last subscription fucking money. I still have subscriptions. I'm so good on that. But they gave me the money for subscriptions, and they're like, oh, by the way, you're demonetized. And I'm like, well, how does that work? What I do? There ain't
How
even
does that work?
there. I didn't get suspended this time. It's been over a year since I've even got suspended for fucking saying
this
It's
app's
been over a
wild,
year
bro.
since I
so.
even got suspended.
Like, what are you gonna do? It's all good. I was never in it for the money, and honestly, like,
Facts.
it's gotten so weird on this app where just because everybody's got demonetized, nobody's just replying to reply to reply to reply, and it seems like it's grifters, people just showing their tits for attention because they're just
Mhm.
stuck in desperation because somebody sold them on the idea that you can be a single mom and be happy, and now all of a sudden they're fucking totally miserable and just fucking whatever. You get where I'm going with that. I
What's the
digressed.
deal with the block bots? I don't understand the purpose. The ones that comment and then block you. They were talking about it the other day on, I saw a post and it happened to me today. Made a comment on my post and then blocked me.
I
And he's
whoa.
got 0 followers and 0 following. Like, it's like he made the account just to do that. It makes no sense. And I don't understand the purpose. Why would you? I mean, that's going to affect my reach. I got
Yeah.
blocked, so it's going to affect my reach. But I
Sure.
don't understand. I don't know this person. Why? I don't understand the purpose.
I don't understand half the things that half these people do, but then again,
Same.
I'm just trying to smoke weed.
Get a sandwich.
I just
The
really want a
occasional Hummer.
blowjob and a sandwich. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's so hard. Not from the typical person who's just willing to give a blowjob, because from my experience, 70% of the case that's a guy, and like, you know, 30% of the time it's some, totally ratchet bitch who has, no teeth, has half her teeth, or, fucking smells like fish.
That one
And
snaggle tooth right
yeah,
there that just gets in the
Ooh,
way.
or and
Sketchy.
the low breed case, the low rarity, investigator knows what I'm talking about. You get the hippie girls where they have no shoes on, they haven't showered in like 6 fucking months, they're
The
totally
armpit
vegan,
hair
they got the armpit
here.
hair, they ain't brushed their teeth, so they're just coming over with that hog breath talking about hi, and bless their heart, no
Bless
thank
their
you.
little heart.
Hey, man.
Just
They're
bless
homeless, all
their
right?
little hearts.
They're
Yeah.
homeless. You got to give them some credit.
But no, I
Just make
All
Brad
right.
somebody make Brad a sandwich.
the 70% that are men though, man, oof, grinder. Stay off that app. All right, let's go to break.
Let's go to
Okay.
break. Yeah.
Catch y'all next week. I'm going to bed.
All right,
All
buddy.
right.
Good night, Cash.
Good night, Cash.
Toasting to the highs with every sweet drink. Hot nines that alchemists watch the world blink. Beverages so fine they lift you above. With THC, honey's a potion of love. Raise up your cup, let the good times flow. Hot nines got the secret, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Roll it up, light it right, let's ignite this night. DOS filters got the goods, everything feels so right. From carbon to the paper, every puff pure bliss. With the roller in hand, I just can't resist. Ease your mind, elevate your vibe. DOS filter, the choice you make. For the pride.
Welcome back.
We gotta change the name of this show.
Whoa.
Well, it's been months since it's been just Rando and Cashman.
Oh yeah.
I just thought about that. Like, we just gotta switch that shit over to higher values.
Yeah, that's fair. I need to make a new everything for the show
Yeah,
too.
that picture of me at Christmas
I know.
where
I
I'm
know.
all pale faced.
I know.
Oh yeah. I mean, in all fairness, I don't know if I can speak for Investigator. My back just stopped hurting from all the shit that we've done this year. My knee.
In your
This
garden?
yeah, this could be like the last year that my knee has the ability to move without clicking. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, this thing's done. My meniscus is no more. I'm like
I mean,
icing every day now, like, and not just like once a
Do
week.
you take collagen?
Oh, I take all sorts of shit. Yes.
Collagen in your coffee and
So I used to also take shark cartilage when my meniscus first started failing, but like that shit has gone up in price like fucking crazy. And maybe there's a reason for that. But anyway, you know, there's the what the fuck? Oh, I take some other the osteobioflex, whatever the fuck that shit is.
turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory and
turmeric's good.
get you some lemongrass essential oil.
Hmm.
Lemongrass actually repairs connective tissue. So
That's one of the ingredients in this all natural muscle rub that I got from this apothecary and like a town an hour and 15 minutes away called Hayward from me. And it's got the like the turmeric, it's got the fucking the lemongrasses, it's got I don't know, something that warms up in there too. But it's all natural, it doesn't have, like icy hot where it's that
oh,
chemical reaction shit.
I
Mhm.
can't remember the name of it, but I have this CBD rub. It's got essential oils and CBD in it. Man, it is the shit. Like one little
That's
bit, you put it on, pain's gone.
that's on me. I used to make my own fucking CBD salve, but with the homies like Grower Coalition, my problem is
Yeah.
I'd bake it down from like the stems and stuff because I want all the stuff from the stems. Get a little bit of leaves, maybe a little bit of THC, but it's a salve. I don't really want much. But the guys at Grower Coalition, like, I don't get many stems. I should probably just like send a DM and just be like, hey, with
Send
I
all
me
need
your
all your
some
cooking,
stems.
you got like a pound of stems you can send so I can make some damn
my
salve.
Aunt Mary. She made some pretty killer fucking hemp bars. She
Oh, I
sent me
love
those
Aunt
things.
Mary.
But I don't
She's
know if
not
she's
here
into it
tonight,
now.
is she?
Oh, she might be. You never know.
Aunt
Lurking
Mary,
in
are
the
you
back.
lurking?
But I should get her. She makes salve. She makes hemp salve out of the hemp that she grows.
Oh, nice.
It's
Oh, I
natural
would
hemp
like
that's
to
been
get some of
grown.
that from Aunt Mary.
I'm telling you, like,
Minnesota hemp that's generations old from back in the
I mean-
days when hemp was legal in Minnesota.
I still have I got a jar. Still have one jar left of that shit from the last time I did it. But the only thing I really use it for is burns because like I don't know what it is. If I get burnt I put that CBD cream on my shit and like it absorbs it and like it hurts a little bit for a second and it's just gone. That pain just vanishes totally as soon as it absorbs all the
There
CBD
she
and all
is.
the
Hi, Aunt
ingredients in the
Mary.
cannabis. But yeah, maybe I should give that the CBD cream a try on my missing meniscus here, because
It
damn,
helps.
man,
It helped me when I was rehabbing my back after I threw my back out those many years ago. It helped me quite a bit.
I mean, if it works better than y'all remember that shit, fucking head on, applied directly to the forehead, head on,
Oh
applied
yeah,
directly to the forehead. That fucking commercial from like 15 years ago.
mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was such a fucking scam. God damn it.
How are you, Aunt Mary?
Oh man.
I need
She's
some of
doing
your
pretty
hemp
good.
salve
I just
and
went and
some hemp bars.
visited her in Minnesota and saw her and my little sister and my grandfather. Hung out with them for a few days. That was really nice. Good to see my Aunt Mary.
Hey.
No spoilers, but
Cheers, man.
you gonna take over the farm?
It's a heavy discussion in the family right now. But for the time being, Grandpa is 93 and just sharp as a tack and kicking. So
Hell yeah.
I think we got plenty of time to discuss it.
Let's keep on going, Grandpa. Hell yeah.
Oh, he's a machine, man. That man grew up without electricity. He went to war. He fucking came back, started his own farm. Been on that farm for 50 years, something like that.
Love it.
Well,
I love it.
Used to cut his own wood up until just a few years ago. Still gets out and starts the old Farmall 1951 tractor to plow his driveway in the wintertime. He's a machine.
That's the shit right there, man. Fucking. That's
it was good to see him, though.
Pass down.
Good to see him, though. I got the chance to tell him all about my escapades in the fire department and everything that I'm doing there now. And it was a really good chance to catch up with family. I hadn't seen my sister in years. She just completed her first year in medical school. So she's training. She's going to be the first doctor in the family, probably.
Like actual doctor. I ain't trying to pull hairs.
Actual doctor.
Nice.
She's not exactly sure what field she's going to go into yet, but she is going for.
I was going to say, because there's like the nurse practitioners out there. You can make some fucking damn good money as a nurse practitioner working under a doctor's license, never even seeing the doctor. There's doctors who will be like 3 states over, and they have urgent cares that they're supervising with these nurse practitioners and allowing them to, you know, diagnose, prescribe, and treat fucking people just like a doctor would.
Right. Good money.
But as a doctor, you can sit 3 states over and delegate to nurse practitioners.
Yo, we were talking about that very thing though a little bit, and the prospects of AI coming into the medical field.
Yeah.
And I don't know what y'all's opinion about that is, but I think it's a terrifying concept, because if you look at the hallucinations that all of the different AIs have been shown to have, and the miscalculations and the
Grok makes a lot of errors.
Or just a tiny little bit of code change, and then all of a sudden Grok becomes anti-Semitic and calls himself Mecha Hitler. I mean, just a little tweak to the code, and all of a sudden you've got robot doctor AI telling you some really bad old information.
Talking dirty too. That whole thing that made what's her name quit was Grok.
For
right.
General practitioners, and I have to specify what a general practitioner is. For the VA, I go see my primary care doctor, and that's my yearly, you know, exam. For your typical, you know, person, you go to like your HMO. You have your you know your doctor who does your yearly exam. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. You know, you go to the urgent care. We're talking about the nurse practitioners. I definitely think that they need to have AI when it comes to tools and resources that are readily available to them, especially the medical assistants, anybody who's in a assist support role, somebody who's performing treatments and rehabs. So, like, I used to do that stuff, and I'm not saying that I wasn't qualified. I'm just saying that, like, at the bare minimum, that's all that I was qualified to do, like with like ultrasound and stuff. And like maybe I should have had a little bit more supervision, understanding, and had AI, you know, like
Brad,
walk me
you
through like
always
all
need
this
more
stuff.
supervision.
Right. So And I've seen the workers of today, and I'm definitely going to suggest that, yeah, they could definitely benefit greatly from AI learning models and concepts of that nature. When it
Mm.
comes to skilled practitioners, the doctors who are given fucking birth, you know what I mean? Like the women who,
Obstetricians?
well, them, of course, they have just the skilled, I don't even know how to call them,
Or do you
the
mean midwives?
midwives. There you go.
Oh,
The radiologists, who have been doing X-rays for years, know how to study, X-rays and look
sure,
for
sure.
finite, particular things. They need them. They need to do the hands-on stuff, and maybe they need the AI, learning models in the background as a secondary, a secondary only to
An
the
assistance,
hands-on stuff.
like an
Um,
assistance tool, like they can have it look for things that they might not immediately
but
recognize.
But again, that all goes away if your assistants, if your nurses, if your nurse practitioners, if they're all utilizing the AI learning models, then the doctors, the specialists don't have to, because they have all those tools readily available anyway, and they have
Mm.
somebody just facilitating the stuff that they need, and they can more accurately perform their duties with supervision of other people that are around them and using the AI also. So it's kind of like a second check. That's my thoughts on it. But also for emergency stuff like those EMTs, man, get them as many resources they can get, because
For sure. Yeah, I agree with
I'm not
that.
I'm not saying EMTs are stupid, but man, man, I know me some EMTs now.
No comment.
They're out there doing the thing.
Oh, we got lots of spam going in
Love that.
chat all of a sudden.
But
Oh yeah, we always get those.
I want to double back, because I don't want to shit on the EMTs. I just say this because I have had my EMT license since expired when I went through the combat medic school, and the EMT basic, the EMT intermediates, they get a lot of training. They do a hard fucking job that most people just wouldn't even strap up for. They get underpaid. They're undervalued in society, and the amount of resources that's dedicated to that profession is just fucking piss poor. Uh, I genuinely believe that we need to dedicate more to the fire and emergency. I'm not saying police can't have money, but like, if police get new cruisers, get the EMT some new paddles to fucking save my ass when I'm dying. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but
Maybe part of that $10 billion going to ICE or whatever it is could go to our medical professionals and first responders instead.
and continued education training and things like that, because as soon as you get your EMT license, in many counties, man, like, it sucks because they have EMT intermediates acting as paramedics without
Mhm.
the full fucking training and stuff. And I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but a paramedic can basically perform, I don't want to say field surgery, but sometimes they have to. And if an
Right.
intermediate who has never done any of that actually comes upon somebody who has to you know fixate a leg before getting it in transport or something, all these things need to be addressed. Good God.
I agree.
Anyway,
There's such a shortage too of first responders across the nation. It's a major
yeah.
crisis that most people are not aware of. And it's no wonder. I mean, you give them piss poor resources, poor training, a negative look from people. The guy up in Idaho who shot up those firefighters. I mean, all the different crazy things. Why would somebody want to be a firefighter if they could get shot at for
Kind of
responding
like being a teacher. It's the
Uh,
same thing.
or
Like,
being a
why should
teacher?
a teacher have to buy her own supplies?
Right.
Right?
Why, as an EMT, would I want to make $15 an hour, which it's about on par for the average, when I could go do basically any other fucking job, like work at McDonald's and work
I
my
make the
way up,
same I make the same at a gas station.
yeah, and not have to put in a 12-hour fucking shift doing,
Right. And I'm not
literally
I'm
one of
not
the
on
worst
call to
jobs.
show up to I'm not on call to show up to terrible scenarios that are gonna scar me for life. I mean,
Dude, it's not even those. It's the mundane shit. It's the 80% fucking calls where you're just going and putting a
Getting a
lithium
cat out of
patch
a
on a
tree.
fucking old person, or you're going to give a
Yeah.
fucking IV to some old person, or you're going to pick some old person up off the fucking floor because they fell, or you're going to scoop some old person up because they just fucking died. Like that's what it is. That's the fucking job, and
I was
nobody wants to do that. Sorry.
listening on the page. What's the population of our town?
Oh, what,
2,000 people?
1,600?
1,600. So we have our primary ambulance, and then there's a backup unit. And there's barely enough people to field those. The nearest ambulance to that is Prentice. Prentice hardly ever can respond because they don't have enough people to staff their ambulance. So today there were 2 calls, and then there was a third call in our town. I was sitting in town. I was listening to the pager, and the first call goes out. I'm sitting right next to it, actually, right by the laundromat. That call goes out. That was a heart attack. That person needed medical attention right away. They couldn't make it a quick response, and they have to travel to a town over an hour away to get to the nearest viable hospital that could actually help somebody.
So they're dead.
So the second one gets paged out for another response for somebody who might have broken her hip. And then the third page comes through. Prentice can't respond. So they had to call the town of Hawkins. And for those that don't know, that are watching right now, the town of Hawkins is about an hour drive away. So that's the next nearest ambulance that could respond, besides maybe Park Falls. But Park Falls was busy, so they couldn't respond. So, I mean, it's a drastic issue. You know, you get 3 incidents at once in a set of towns that all together maybe add up to 10,000 people at the most in population, and you've only got 4 ambulances that could possibly respond at once.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, what I would say on the opposing side of this is there's many, I would just say, good Samaritans out there. I mean, obviously,
Sure.
you're a prime example. You're on the volunteer fire department, so like if something goes wrong, nearby, I would expect that you would be able to perform CPR, do the I don't want to say the bare minimum, intervention. And then you have people like me who are assholes who just don't want to be an EMT because it's a piss poor job, doesn't pay well. And, I could totally come in and, help out this county with my qualifications. However, why would I? But
I mean, that's a fair point.
If, like I was telling my daughter, this morning, just in case there was a tornado, what are we doing in a tornado? Where's our evacuation route? When we're going in the basement, blah, blah, blah. And I said, and then what are we going to do once, the tornado passes by, or, we find out that the wind was just heavy near us and the tornado was near. Said, I don't know. So we go get in our truck if it's still there, and we go help other people. And why do we help other people? I said, well, God forbid we were in a situation where I couldn't, and I needed somebody to help me, and you. Oh, there's people like that are out there, like where, if something happens, we will definitely step up in the emergency situation. And those people exist all over the America and all over this world. And that's another great reason, like why we shouldn't always just fucking hate each other so much, and just, it gets tough sometimes, as in between neighbors, we always have our disputes between each other, it happens. But, at the end of the day, America, we're still that country, like if a tornado comes through, a hurricane floods, there's going to be those people, and there's a lot of them where we just get up and we just do what we got to do because that's what we do. And
that's who we are.
You don't need any money for that, and I'm not saying that, those old people, bless their hearts. There's so many that die every day. And as EMTs, man, they got to do a shitty job. Somebody's got to do it. Pay them more money. Damn it. Alrighty. Anyway, let's transition. What's the next one we're talking about this evening?
Well, we haven't talked about the Epstein files in a little while, and a lot of things have happened since we talked about the Epstein files.
I heard Trump is in the Epstein list. That's what
the Wall Street Journal said as of today. Yeah,
I saw that on my Facebook feed. People are tripping.
Said that he found that out back in May. I don't know how much I trust the Wall Street Journal,
but I'm trying to find out this whole news thing right now, because didn't Trump and Epstein have property next to each other in Florida?
Yes.
It's well established.
It was right next to each other, but they were.
No, No, there
They
was
were close.
They were
yeah.
close. Yeah,
They were
But
close
Trump
in property.
Trump had him barred from Mar-a-Lago.
sure. And I'm definitely aware of that also.
Sure
So,
he
like,
did.
I'm not suggesting that Trump is what's the word I'm looking for? Guilty of diddling little kids. You know what I mean? I don't
No,
think
I
so.
don't believe that.
But I definitely, at this point, and I'm sorry to say this, I think he's covering up for somebody because what is he still? I don't know what this is. Like, there's
I
no
think that
Epstein list. What?
I think the administration is complicit in something at
Like,
this point in time.
who, who is it that we're hiding this from? Like, I don't.
Mm.
I cannot. Honestly, like, believe the rhetoric that Trump was passing around. I don't know what if this is just part of the
Psyop.
deal thing that he does where we'll find out later it was some I don't know, man, but like claiming it was all just some fabricated story by the Obama administration
Well,
and
I
stuff like
can't. I have no problem whatsoever believing that they would have doctored some stuff to try to make him look
yeah, I'm pretty sure
complicit.
they did.
I mean, they
Oh,
doctored
sure.
everything else. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But why wouldn't they release it? Why
Right.
wouldn't they
It
have
was
released
their
it when they had
Trump
the
card.
chance to?
It was
I
their
thought
Trump card.
I
Well, they could have
truly
used it before he got elected president then.
see to me I think this goes back to like all the corporations
Maybe it
that are
was a parting
lobbying.
gift that they left.
Maybe
I don't
It
know.
was their parting gift so that when he went to release it, then that look what they did.
yeah.
I think so many people on both sides are in it. Other foreign dignitaries,
Oh gosh,
See,
yeah.
Putin,
because
probably people from Israel, I'm sure, are on these lists.
I'm
It
But
was a
finding out
honeypot. I think it was a honeypot, and the problem is that when they were talking about Ghislaine Maxwell going to Congress,
jizz.
what does that look like? She walks up there and she goes, "I have video of you. I have video of you. I have video of
right.
you. I have video of you." I mean, how does that play out?
But I will say, and we'll go, Facebook, whatever. A trending meme that I have seen on Facebook is if the Epstein files bring down your government, maybe the government needs to be brought down.
You know
Burn
what I
it down.
mean?
Burn it all down. You know what? It
You
wouldn't be the
know,
first time this country started from scratch.
right?
Telling you.
Very true.
So
But
let's
I think
burn it
it's
down and start over. I'm okay with that. I'm
I think
ready.
the issue
Beans,
really
bullets,
is that
and band-aids.
it wouldn't be just the U.S. though. It would be people from all around the world.
Israel,
If all of these documents were released, if we actually found out all of the names,
the UK government.
but the distractions are what's getting me. I think these timely distractions, if they've had this information on Obama for so long, why
Aliens
is it
today.
just now being released?
Mm.
Aliens today.
Why did
you
we
see
talk
that?
about the aliens? Did they talk about aliens again today?
Today. Yeah,
Yeah,
aliens
of
today.
course. So we've got aliens, we've got the Obama files, we've got old video footage of Hillary Clinton, we've got Coca-Cola cane sugar that will never happen because Coca-Cola admitted that they'll do a small release of a small product. But I was looking into that. That's an interesting one, actually. Not only would it shut down a huge part of the farming industry if Coca-Cola switched over from corn syrup to cane sugar, but also Mexican Coke is made with cane sugar in Mexico, where they don't have to pay the tariffs to get the cane sugar, which they get from South America.
Right.
The biggest exporter of cane sugar is Brazil. And if we had to get our cane sugar, if Coca-Cola had to get their cane sugar from Brazil because the United States doesn't have a big enough supply, they'd have to pay a 50% tariff. So
Correct.
that new Coca-Cola would go up half again in price.
But my thing is, why are we focusing on making junk food less junkier? Like seriously,
So
we've got GMOs, we've got
It's a
atrazine, we've got
distraction.
glyphosate. We need to be tackling the big shit and quit trying to make junk food less junkier because it's
but
still,
these
at the end of the day, junk food.
these
It is.
farmers need to farm corn.
Right?
Like
Corn is a
But
huge industry.
but the sugar the cane sugar that they're gonna put in the new Coke is covered with atrazine.
no, like we could grow cane
And
sugar.
other shit.
We could grow cane sugar all across the southern portion of our country, but instead, let's grow corn.
Corn's
So
cheaper. Monsanto will cover you if you're a Monsanto covered farm. There's
The
government
problem with
subsidies to
that
pay
is
for
that
losses.
Don't even biodiversify.
Monsanto uses their GMO corn. It's predatory because when the silk blows across to Papa Joe's organic farm and one little silk gets on one of their corn stalks and corrupts his organic corn, then they put him out of business because it's
Right.
proprietary and it's
Monsanto sues
trademarked.
them, and then they take his farm.
And then they take Papa Joe's
Yeah.
organic farm and Bill Gates starts growing some bullshit on it that's going to have
Yeah.
flesh-eating flies all over it.
Yeah. And that's America.
That's America, I tell you.
And we're doing all this so that the farming class of society can feel like they're still contributing to America. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but at the core of it, that's literally what a vast majority of these people are doing, is just supplying surplus corn to a machine where
Right.
you're just helping enslave children's minds to the fucking corporate agenda, and you're cashing a check from it. Great. Thank you very much. Please understand why when the government comes and fucking harps your fucking land with a tornado, that they just no longer wanted to send grants to you so that you feel like your life had any meaning. That sucks to be you. But that's the state of affairs. Um, you know, everybody will say it's crazy. It'll never happen to them. But look what happened to Hawaii, North Carolina,
So
California.
here's it
Mhm.
wasn't aliens, investigator. CERN has admitted that they are communicating with entities from other dimensions.
Other dimensions.
Other dimensions.
Okay.
So they're
Well, I
kind
mean,
of
there is this
alluding
theory
to
that
angels, but
angels. I
I
mean, there is the
found the
theory that
video
aliens
if
are
you want to watch it.
multidimensional. Yeah, I'm interested. It's curious.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Embedded.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
This collider and these beings that they're in communication with. So we're talking about the premier scientists on planet Earth right now who are actively engaged, according to their own words, communicating with something with a personality, in their own words, from another dimension, and that's the purpose of the collider. I mean, people need to understand this is not science fiction. This is fact.
That's correct. What I write about in my novels,
right?
I place a storyline that is embedded with science fact. Everything that I present publicly in the books, public speaking, is all drawn from their own scientific journals and white papers. And then I'm able to see what they're doing. Not just extrapolate, but see in the real time what it is they're doing. Not a future agenda, but what they're doing right now today. The imminency of what they intend to do, which is opening this gateway. And understand that the world of science in terms of particle physics also overlaps into DNA, into biology.
Yes.
There's a multifaceted, multi-level agenda at play, not just with CERN, but it's proof of concept feeder labs around the world that feed into CERN. So we are talking about change.
I hate CERN. They're so
That's 3 years.
terrifying.
But like,
They're so terrifying. CERN is just.
So that video was what, 3 years ago? It said in the time span.
Yeah, I don't know why all the posts are like from now, July 21st, and it all just popped up. But I said it the other day. Parrots are going to parrot. Nick Sorter, they're all. It's like they send them. This is what you're going to push today, and they all parrot the same thing. It's like they're trying to turn social media into CNN and mainstream media now because
They
they're
definitely
telling
are.
them, we're not going to talk about Epstein anymore. And then people like Nick Sorter and I don't remember the other one, stop talking about Epstein. Like parrots are going to parrot. It doesn't matter where you are. I thought X was going to be the place where you could find real information, but it's turning into fucking CNN.
Well, if corporate America knows anything about anything, it's how to pull the strings of us normal folk. And
Right.
the best way to do that is to pretend like you're normal, be the old wolf in sheep's clothing. And I'm not saying we got to call out all these influencers and be just like
But we gotta
belligerent.
call out all these influencers. I mean,
Yeah,
what happened to
Right.
the shitheads at the White House that were doing their dumb little dance with the fucking binders?
I was just gonna say, like, there's a lot of these.
They went
Um,
silent. What happened? Cat Turd stopped talking about it, and now he just defends Trump's every word.
Yeah,
Libs of
I don't want to
TikTok
say
jumped out
they're
the same old
MAGA,
Trump.
but some of the Republican presenting ones, I don't know if they're just being paid by like oil companies or fucking some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Pfizer.
fucking know.
Why not?
Well,
Why
I was
not?
thinking like Harry Sasson. I think he gets paid by Pfizer and shit.
I
And
can't stand that guy.
I know he went to
He's
Epstein Island
that's
as
the
a kid.
character in Hank Dickerson in Melissa. Melissa's gonna be here next week. Hank Dickerson is based on Harry Sisson in in Moe's
No shit.
Place in her show. Yeah,
Man,
episode 8 came out
What's up?
yesterday or day before yesterday. It was fantastic. The story is really getting great, coming along. Apparently, I'm gonna be none too happy about something in the next episode,
killing you off.
and I also get to blow shit up.
Nice.
I'm going to be featured
That
in
was fun.
episode 9 and 10, and I get to blow shit up. So I'm looking forward to that. If you
Okay.
haven't watched Moe's Place,
Nothing like blowing shit up.
Empath Angry, Melissa is a lot of fun. She puts a lot of work into her little series, AI
Yeah.
series.
I
They're
hope it's really
I think
picking
they're
up.
like 15-minute episodes.
Yeah,
She
around
putting them
there.
on YouTube.
I don't think so. I think just X.
Yeah,
But
YouTube probably demonetize that. They don't like
uh,
that stuff.
but your guys' homework is to get caught
I
up
gotta
on
catch
all
up.
8
Yep.
episodes before next
Okay.
week.
All
So
right. Can do.
Good.
as we I don't want to say transition, but with all this farming stuff, I got reminded. I have a friend that I grew up with. His name was Ben Dover. This guy. This guy. I'm not saying I'm a smart person. I'm just saying in middle school, I got all A's. Ben Dover got all C's. Ben Dover was the typical person you would imagine with his name being Ben Dover. Nevertheless, he'd been doing some farming, trying to get his apple trees and his pumpkins going. He's in Michigan, and he got caught up in the COVID sweep, where you can only plant what we tell you to plant. You can only get the seeds from where we're telling you. And he got fed up with this. So he decided, hey,
Is
I'm going
his
to go.
name really Ben Dover?
Yes. Shit you not. His name is Ben Dover. So
There
Ben
was
Dover.
there was a Richard Head in the town I grew up with, and they
Nice.
called him Dick. So that was fun when we used to make the prank phone calls. We had a dickhead.
Oh man.
We had a Budweiser too.
Nice. Long story short, Ben Dover, he made his way all the way up into the local city political realm, and now he sits on the board. Last year, he was trying to get the treasurer to open up their books because there could be some
I
some
keep
fun
waiting
shit
for
going
the
on.
punchline. I don't believe that this is really Ben Dover. You're gonna come out with the punchline.
No, I'm gonna show you guys this video that happens in local politics, because my other friend, he was in the army. I went to school with his brother. He got appointed as deputy treasurer because the other treasurer wouldn't open up the books and show what they were hiding, because Ben he's a head of the city administration now. He's head of the board. So I'm gonna play this quick video here, if you don't mind, because they don't like my buddy Robbie or Ben Dover.
I can't read it.
Did I enlarge that?
I mean, sort of.
Ish.
Yeah. Let's
do
give me that.
Control++ on your keyboard.
Bro, what the fuck
That's
am I
Ben.
doing? No, that's Robbie. Control plus plus. All right, well, that's best I got. All right, here we go.
Yeah. So bills are posted every month. If people want to see them, they can see them. Also, I don't think I've seen a supervisor in surrounding communities go onto a board and face as much hostility and contention. Because I got it as soon as I got put on as deputy treasurer, I got told I was only allowed here 2 hours a day. Do you think I want to go ask the board for help when I'm already facing all that? I would probably want to go to the attorney as well. Thanks.
Well, to be fair, Deputy Knight, you shouldn't even be sitting up here or have an opinion.
No, it's not out of line.
I was in the same meeting
That is out of
you
line.
were in
That is out of line.
at the MTA
That is
conference,
out of line.
and they say
That
you
is
should
out of
not
line.
have your deputy
You are
up
out
on
of
the
line.
dais or involved in the conversation.
You're out of order.
No, I'm not.
Jesus.
You are out of order.
No, I'm not. I was
We're
in
out of
that
order.
same meeting you were at
You are
when
out
they
of
said
order.
that. The MTA.
You are out of order.
I'm not.
I was
But our
at the
legal
same
advice
conference.
was, what could it hurt?
Oh,
That's what
wow.
our legal advice was.
She looks like a
So
Miss
that
Piggy.
gem.
Is an issue. Counselor, do you have, or Trustee Pratt, maybe because he's so transparent, Trustee Pratt, would you mind reading the crowd your emails that you've sent to our attorney?
Emails I sent to our attorney.
Yeah, that was forwarded to the board. Would you like to read those?
Any communication I would address with her, and which I did. So we will deal with that at a point that.
Would you like to
has
bring
not-
that email forward to the public for them to see?
When there's time, perhaps that would be necessary, but it's not necessary tonight, and that's not about what the subject matter is tonight, sir.
There's an angle.
There's a what?
An angle. Anybody have anything else? Counsel, would you like to add anything?
I have no comment.
No comment.
Jeez.
This is like kangaroo court. What the hell?
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, good God, this is the local politics. I
Which one
appreciate
was Ben Dover?
he was the guy in the middle who was saying, you're out of order.
The one with the Kermit the Frog voice? Him?
Yeah, he really
Nice.
grew up. I'm proud of him. Good for Ben, man. Like, but I'm
That's-
curious, like
That's
what?
your local government.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the fuck out of there, Brad.
I
Like,
am-
run away.
Well, that's the town I grew up in Michigan.
Yeah,
so
it's not
fortunately,
here.
I'm not there.
Oh, it's not. You're
My-
not
So
there.
here it's just as bad.
I'd say it's probably got to be worse, but
Probably.
yeah, I would imagine my local government has all the old people who were on the board of that one that we just saw, and none of the young people who are like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you cashing these big corporate checks and fucking over everybody in the town? What's going on here? You know, whatever.
Why are you bringing wolves
Yeah, you know,
to my town, but I can't smoke pot?
Right.
right. You know, all those questions.
Gotta cover the important stuff.
I'm not saying we can't have wolves. I'm just saying, but can I have smoke pot?
It's a fair trade. If you're gonna
Right.
bring the wolves, then let me have my pot because I need to be chill when the wolves come.
Right.
I don't need to freak out.
Like, what are they worried about? That the cannabis plant, the bees are going to fertilize the Monsanto corn and fuck up their crop? Like, what's the concern
Sure.
here? I have no idea if that's true, but that'd be hilarious if it was. Just anyway, though,
With their Agent Orange corn.
when I saw that video though from my buddy, it did kind of implore me. You know, like I really need to get involved in my politics here and locally, even though there's going to be
I think you
pushback.
should run for office. That would be like a plethora of freaking content for the show if you
telling
you. Oh,
ran
that'd be
for
great.
office. Like we would
That'd be
never
great.
have we would have an endless supply of content.
Like, could you imagine if I was like actually like a mayor? Like, holy fuck. Good
You're gonna be
God.
like Boss Hog driving your Cadillac with the horns on it.
Like,
You have
Oh,
your
it'd be great.
wingtips and
That'd be great.
like there,
tell
everything
you,
would
they
be
wouldn't-
flipped on its head.
got an
They wouldn't be-
investigator driving you around, opening the door for you.
Mhm.
They wouldn't be fucking up the road like they are right now.
No, no, every single one of these people that they employed locally would be gone. I don't care if you need a job so that you can pretend that your life has meaning. I don't care. Go sell meth. We're going to get some people in here who actually know how to do this the right way. That's those Mexicans. Bring them back in here. We're going to get this done. We're going to get it done fast. We're going to get it done cheap. That's the way. That's the economic solution around here.
So where I live, there's a just a secondary road goes out to the main road. It's 4-lane, and on the corner sits a Walmart. And you know the when you come up to a 4-lane, you've got the road that turns that goes into the second lane, so you don't have to stop.
Okay.
The straight through comes, and then you've got your turn lane that merges and it turns into the 4-lane. Well, they decided that turn into Walmart needed to be Walmart because Walmart has all the money. So they put all these yellow posts up in the turn lane. So you had to wait until you could pull out into the single lane because anybody that wanted to turn into Walmart, they didn't want you turning into that.
Don't want to slow down that traffic.
Into Walmart. Right? You're slowing down the entire 4-lane and everybody getting to work, but that one person that wants to turn right into Walmart has free and clear.
Sure.
And this I was on my way to work one day, and this dude in this big 4-wheel drive with the cattle guard on the front just do 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 and just
took them all down.
Yep.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I mean,
they put him back up twice, and I guess it was the same guy kept just do 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 do, and on my way to work Tuesday, they're all gone. Like the little cones that connected them to the ground, like they scraped it all up. Everything's gone. It's finally, yep. He fixed them. I'm like, dude, I don't know who you are, but you are my hero.
Yeah. All that stuff, man, with the corporate sellouts and shit, just so that they can just take over and.
Yeah. Also, you can turn right into Walmart. Like seriously.
Right. Of course.
And there's an entrance at the top of the road, so anybody that's turning from that direction could have already turned in. So
Yeah,
like
it's a little
completely
mind trick, you know.
unnecessary.
Just might as well go to Walmart, you know, since I'm already here. But if you have just like 1 second to be like, maybe I shouldn't go to Walmart, then there you go. You're just not gonna go. That happens to me all the time, right? You know, like I'm always just driving.
Should I go to Walmart? Should I miss this opportunity?
Like again, like man, I be sitting at the house and I'm like, do I need to go to the store? And I'm like, I got 6 things, and I'm like, no, we're gonna go fucking in 3 days. 3 days goes by, and I got like 12 things on the list, maybe 15 things on the list. I'm like, all right, we'll go tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes.
I don't want to go.
And I got like
Can't
20
make
things on the
me.
list now.
I don't
And
want to go to Walmart.
now I'm making a sandwich. You know what I mean? And we're gonna go tomorrow. that's how I was brought up. So
I do too. I don't. I resist the urge. I resist going to Walmart as much as possible because I hate going into Walmart.
I mean, I'm genuinely trying this whole new thing of like, if I don't have to spend money, should I spend money? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Well, especially today.
Yeah.
This whole
I'm
process.
right there with you.
The prices of everything. Walmart raised everything by like 10% too recently, blaming it on tariffs. I mean, they'll still net $1 billion this year, but tariffs.
So, Brad, I want to change the subject for a minute. I wanted to bring this up with you because I know you've deployed before. You know, my son deploys in just a little over a week. And they've changed the deployment now. It's a combat deployment. When you got ready to deploy, did you get like all ragey and angry at everyone because you had to leave, and it was easier to leave mad than
yes and no. There's definitely that, but there's I can honestly say I was scared. There was a lot of emotion there because you don't know what to expect, especially as a first time, deployment. A lot of people don't know what's going on. They have no idea. There's horror stories, there's movies of just like as soon as you get there, people getting shot and stuff. And a lot of people don't really understand that you're going to go to a base where you're going to have some fucking asshole like me who's guarding, doing the security cameras, making sure the fucking cameras are operating. And, we have perfect surveillance
I
of the
just
base.
got blown up.
We got we got a big balloon in the air. They probably have a big fucking drone in the air now. They probably, who knows what they have. The surveillance on these bases is insane. And it's not just because like, when I was in the army, we were told like you go through your training, all this stuff. The military assigns a dollar value to you, and like that dollar value is what asset, it your money. You know what I mean? And then like we have all these supplies there, and we can't just leave them. Sometimes we do. That's a different story. But anyway,
Obama does.
right. So sometimes
Pallets of money.
sometimes after Desert Storm, we give, people like Iraq chemical weapons of mass destruction, and then we tell them to give them back, and we can't have them, and then they blow them up, and then
Give them back.
we go through, we start doing a serial number recording of all the ones that blew up, trying to make sure they actually blew them all up, but then Bill Clinton gets his dick sucked, and then we can't complete the fucking investigation, so we just go to war with them anyway because fuck them, they're Iraqis. So like, whatever, but oil's cheaper now. So like, that's cool. We totally fucking diverted a huge crisis if Iraq was not going to play ball with the UN, because if they weren't going to play ball, man, like gas was going to be so expensive, but we just decided to beat the shit out of them, pulverize them into submission. And like that fucking, that oil pump is just flowing, baby. So like, cha-ching, cash the checks for America and Israel, dog. We did it. Sorry, I had to get that one off my chest. But nevertheless,
that was a segue.
There's a lot of emotions going through his head, and fear is definitely going to be one of them. And typically, the number one way that people react in fear is through anger, hostility. I certainly was that kid because I was 19 years old. Was I whatever? I was young as shit, being sent over into a war I knew nothing about, couldn't understand it for the life of me. I was trying to grasp it all. There's all this information about like why we're over there. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? Am I going to die? Who fucking knows? Is somebody else going to die? That'd be cool. And you don't know how to, there's no way to really project that emotion. What I can honestly say is in any of those situations, allow them as much space as possible. Don't,
I haven't seen him in weeks. He hasn't been home.
you can't hold any hostility, because also in the army, I don't know, didn't he just get married too? Yeah, they're playing all sorts of mind trick games with him. Like, his wife's definitely going to cheat on him. Don't expect her when you come back. And there's all these amplified emotions. But I don't want to say shame on the army and all the leadership for putting these people in this situation where they think their wife's going to cheat on them. Because like 70% of the time they do. A year's a long time, fam.
18 months.
Yeah.
18 months. He's gonna turn 21 on foreign soil. He's actually he's gonna have 2 birthdays.
Yeah.
On foreign soil.
And I can't predict, like what's all going to happen, because it's going to be the best time of his life. It's going to be the worst time of his life. He's going to be miserable. He's going to be fucking excited.
And he's going to miss his mom. I know he's all ragey with me right now, but there's going to come a time when he's going to be like, damn, I wish I'd have got some more of mom's cooking before I left.
I can almost guarantee from everything I've learned about you, your family, he's going to make you proud, and that's all that is on the back of his mind.
God, I'm so proud of him.
I mean,
but
he's going to do some dumb shit, but he's going to do some dumb shit, for you.
An E4, so
he cooking.
Yeah,
he's cooking now.
But he's going to turn 21 over there.
Nice.
Boy, is that going to be a.
I mean, I turned 21 as soon as I came back, so that was thank God I got to get fucked up. Man, I don't know, like he's going to Egypt still, or
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I don't know because we haven't really spoken except for him to tell me
Sure.
that his deployment has been changed to a combat deployment. So I don't know if they changed where he's going. It
So
was Egypt, but I
I don't
can't
know what his
imagine
job
why it
is.
would be a combat deployment to Egypt because there's
Right.
nothing going on in Egypt.
We had half the guys that went with us, and these little bitches. I wish I got to be one of them. They got to stay in Kuwait the entire time, right? And they're just going out, going to Kuwait City over on the weekends, fucking having a good time, having sex with Habibi's wife, you know what I mean, and just like fucking up all this culture over here, having a great time on America's dime, getting paid for it. And they got to, come back with a combat patch and say that they deployed and that they did the thing and they got shot
All
at.
they did was party the whole time.
Yeah. And they got paid extra for being in a deployment zone. So there's a rare chance he could be one of these guys who just sits back at the intel base, he's just sitting there in Egypt, in Cairo, whatever. And the super troopers out there, the Delta forces, the special forces, and the whatever, all the green berets, red berets you can think of, they're doing the real shit, and everybody else is sitting back just fucking eating Air Force chow, you know what I mean, and Red Lobster and shit. Like
Red Lobster in
Let's hope so.
the Middle East.
I mean, it was shocking when I got to Iraq. Like, literally, I thought like we're all gonna get blown up every day. It happened like once a month, right? Horrible, fucking sucked. But we had Burger King. I had an iPod. You know what I mean? Like, not an iPhone, but like I had the iPod. You know, it was 2009.
That was back
right?
in the day.
And then it broke.
Old school.
So like, I just walked to the fucking PX store. They didn't have one. They were sold out. I had to take a bus to the Air Force PX. They had it. You know what I mean? Like, I bought a fucking Xbox in Iraq. Like, this was insane. Like,
Well, and now he's getting the extra $1,000 a month because he's married.
Right.
He's gonna have more money than, like, seriously, more money than he knows what to do with.
mm-hmm. He's gonna go off base and he's gonna have some Turkish guy or whatever make him a suit just like I did. And like, I don't
Make
know
him
how
a
to
suit.
Yeah, I got a suit from Iraq. Some Turkish guy made that motherfucker for me. It was $150. Most lightweight, comfortable suit I've ever had in my life. Doesn't fit me anymore. Like, I gained a lot of weight. It sucks to be me. But was the best suit I ever had. And it wasn't no Men's Warehouse.
Was
That
it
was
linen?
fucking
Did
that was
you
from
get a
Iraq.
linen suit?
Nah. It was most suits are like a 3 or a 4 ply here in America. They're wool, they're cotton, they're very thick and dense. But over there, they do like a silky 2-layer silk, very thin, very breathable, very nice, very masculine.
Yeah, okay. Had to add that in there, didn't you, Brad?
But no, like
Brad
we
in
got,
his zoot suit.
we got DVDs for like $1, and like shit was fucking great. We got Russians that were over there recording fucking American videos and then slinging them on the dark web. Iraqis downloading them, selling them to us for $1. Like, life was good in Iraq. I can't even. Life was being like a landlord of like 12 hood properties in Atlanta, Georgia. That's how good it was. Like, you were getting shot at, once a month easily. Your life was at risk, but like you were eating like a king. You were treating other people like shit. You were telling them where they can go, where they can't. It was all good, man. Like, it's horrible.
You haven't eased my mind at all, Brad. This was not the what I was looking for at all. This was not helpful.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. He's gonna come back a totally different person. But
is he gonna grow up at all over there? Do you think?
Very fast and in the wrong direction. And I've seen people, that go on their second deployment, and then like they, oh, okay, we're just here to do a job, or they go batshit crazy. That's a real toss up on that one. Depends on the job, honestly.
So again, let's hope he gets to be one of those Kuwait type of guys who just get chill and collect a paycheck.
Yeah. Good stuff. I was near the burn pits quite often, going to fix cameras, and like man,
what's a burn pit?
Well, they burn literally everything. You got to minimize waste.
Can't get trash out, I suppose. There's no dump.
Right. So you burn it.
No garbage pickup. So you burn it all? That can't smell good.
No, not great at all. And typically, you know, like there's all sorts of feces and fucking computer parts and plastics and
good.
Great stuff for the air. You know what I mean?
Good for your lungs.
And you're just sitting there breathing it in, having a good old fucking time, talking to the,
Breathing it in.
it was always weird. Like they had Navy guys operating our fucking burn pit for the most part, like the actual officials of it. But Army guys were the ones on the detail shoveling the shit in there, but the Navy guys were in charge of some of that stuff. And I never really understood how that shit worked, but I was above my fucking pay grade. You know, I didn't ask questions.
Well, all right. Thank you. I'm not sure that was.
It wasn't what you wanted, but it was Brad.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna be crazy mom for a while. Till I'm
Sadly, I
sure
can.
he's there and safe and.
I mean, that's understandable. My
If he
mom's
went to
worried about
Houston,
me.
though, if he went to Houston, his chance of dying is like fucking 30 times higher. You know, like he has a weapon, he has homies with weapons. As long as he's just not a dumb piece of shit, because like that happens now. More often than not, I would say in today's military, he's gonna be okay. There's those special forces and fucking Delta Force motherfuckers. So like, fuck, don't need to do none of that. I got my nephew. He's joining the Air Force right now, and this little shit, he wanted to be a paratrooper. I'm like, bro, like, why are you even gonna go to the Air Force? I'm like, go fucking Army or Marines, whatever. So he's basically doing a special forces recon thing with the Air Force. So he has to go through all the Ranger stuff, all the fucking airborne schools, all this stuff. And I just looked at him. I don't know if that's for whatever. That ain't me. You know.
Yeah, I get it.
Bless his heart. You know, he couldn't do 25 push-ups, you know, a year ago, and he wants to be some paratroop and recon dude. I'm like, might want to get up to 120 push-ups.
Right.
But that's just because
I don't know why anybody would jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Right. But I mean this is just me on the other side of things, you know, like I drew 100% disability being a fucking a glorified security guard after I changed jobs from being a combat medic. 100% disability. If I can get 100% disability, what's saying that you have to go jump out of a fucking plane just so that you can, you know, get retirement and, you know, have all your medical stuff. You don't have to do all that. You don't got to be all hoo and save the world and tell everybody how much of a patriot you are. You could just like go be a supply clerk, you know, in the Army and like also serve your country. So whatever.
Hey, to each their own, man.
I mean, some people just want to kill somebody.
Some people
All
want that.
right. So your homework is to make sure that you watch all episodes of Bo's Place before next week. Melissa will be joining us. She has updated her profile. She is now Mo's Place. That's
okay.
Her account is at Meet You at Mo's Place. So you make sure that you visit her page. You can find all episodes in her highlights tab.
And catch her on the show next week.
And catch her on the show next week where we'll talk about her AI series and Mo's Place.
And whatever crazy stuff is going on in the world that next week.
Right. Whatever, you know, treason, Obama, all the things. We'll be talking about it. Thank y'all for joining us.
Hopefully they don't take my land in the meantime. Fuck.
Hopefully.
Love you, Aunt Mary. We didn't shout out all of our sponsors tonight, did we? I know we did Grower Coalition, but we didn't do all the rest of them.
I think they're going to survive. I'm way too tired.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah. We came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. Yeah, this is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Randall and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Randall and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon, straight to Uranus.